Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today we have Claire Goodall. She's the Senior Client Executive for TechTrade. With over 10 years at TechTrade, she's uniquely qualified to share what she's been seeing in the changing cloud environments, especially during the new normal of these economic times. Claire, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I saw one of your video posts last week. I thought, I got to have her on the show. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
So why don't you briefly describe the types of services that are offered by TechTrade so that people can better understand the perspective that you're bringing to this interview?
Yeah, sure. So TechTrade are a specialist IBM partner. So we've been around for about 35 years. So we have a lot of experience with the IBM Power Platform and the associated operating systems. So IBM I, AX, Linux, etc. And we provide infrastructure as a service and DR as a service offerings to our clients. And those have 24/7 managed service reps. So that's one part of our business. The second part of our business is enterprise data protection. So we work with IBM and Dell EMC to deliver an enterprise backup and recovery platform with a true 24/7 managed service.
Great. Great, good stuff. Describe the types of services where you're seeing the most growth right now, especially during these times, and why?
So I would say short term, it's been managed services, so kind of remote assistance that people needed at the beginning of the pandemic when everyone shifted to working from home. And now clients are really looking at infrastructure as a service and DR as a service options as kind of more long-term options. And that's driven by wanting to shut down data centers in some cases because everybody's working remotely. So some offices are moving to smaller locations. So that's kind of driving that shift. And then the hosted as a service options give them flexibility to flex up and down on resources. So if they might go through a period of a slump or a spike, then we can be accommodating to that. So I see that that's kind of what we're seeing in the market at the moment.
Yeah, so talk about customers too, because you've been doing this for a while. How do customers look different in this new norm of doing business?
So I would say dealing remotely and managing IT remotely is what we're seeing with our clients doing. Some cases they've got furloughed staff, but an increased workload, which is challenging. And also the CapEx budget cuts that customers have had as well. That's not entirely new to everybody, but I think it's been heightened during the pandemic. I think the biggest challenge they're having is just keeping pace with technology during times like this.
Yeah, that's a great point. So I'm going to ask you a question I haven't asked anybody ever, recently.
Okay.
Has the last 6 months been good or bad for your business?
I would say if I look at it as a whole, it's been good for our business. I think the first couple of months, like anybody, it was challenging. Everybody just kind of froze and you didn't really know which direction things were going to go in. But we've noticed a definite uptick. I think everyone, especially TechTrade's business in the US, we have like quite a unique culture where everyone kind of chips in. We really want to get everything done for our customers, deliver the best customer service that we can. We've definitely got that culture here. So, we pride ourselves on delivering the best that we can, and we continue to do that. So whatever it takes, we're gonna do it, and I think our business has survived because of that mentality.
Yeah, I think when people operate under a fear of the unknown, they freeze. And when you let go of that fear and just realize, hey, we got to do business, we're just doing business differently, it opens the doors,
Yeah. For sure.
I like to close each interview with a little fun, personal, but not too personal fact about my guests. Why don't you tell the viewers a little known fact about yourself?
People will probably answer this differently if they're answering about me, but I don't think I'm overly that interesting. But I like to run. I'm really into running, keeps me sane, and I'm training for the virtual New York Marathon, which will be interesting to say the least. So we'll see how that goes.
So wait a minute, it's a virtual run, so you don't really have to run, or what?
No, you have to run. You have to run, but you can do it over a particular weekend, and you can do it anywhere in the world. So if someone in Australia could run it, as long as they run a marathon via the New York Marathon app, then it counts.
Oh, I thought I could like sit on my couch and drink a beer and watch the scenery go by, but you're not saying that can happen.
You could find one really long downhill and do it that way. Bit of a cheat, but you could do that.
Well, that sounds fun. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Claire, thanks a lot for being on the show today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody.